I want to thank you for staying with us. Well, Girl Vow is a not-for-profit organization founded on the principle of gender-focused intensive mentorship for girls impacted by foster care, juvenile justice, and poverty from the ages of 12 to 24. And joining us now and telling us more about the details are the founder of Girl Vow, Inc., Dawn Rowe, and the Girl Vow's Youth Ambassador in Training, Veantay. And thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Good. So, Girl Vow.
Yes.
When did you decide you want to get this started?
So the premise and the idea of Girl Vow came about when I was 16 years of age. I was impacted by poverty. I was a high school dropout. I was threatened with incarceration, and I was primarily threatened with incarceration because of the issues that I was facing at home and at school. In general, I really was a good student, but because of the things that I was impacted with and even parental abandonment, it began to affect my studies. So opposed to, having someone to support me and help me, the threat was incarceration and also to kick me out of school. So when I was 16, I decided that the only answer for me at that time was suicide. So as an attempted suicide survivor, the only person that really helped me at that particular time was a teacher that I had. Her name was Miss Susanna Bell. And because of the effort that she put into my life and some other people that were around her at the time, I decided that one day at the age of 16, I would create an organization for girls like me. But of course, years later, after graduating from college and becoming a college professor and doing all these things, I decided that aha moment sort of resurfaced in terms of wanting to help girls who were like me. So I started Girl Vow as a result in 2015.
Veantay, you're a youth ambassador in training. Talk about your participation and what Girl Vow means to you.
Girl Vow means a lot to me. Like, it helped me in different crises with my family. Like, when I didn't have nobody call, I know I could just pick up my phone and call Dawn, and she's always there on time. She picks me up. Even when I was in different juvenile detentions, she's always there, always comes to see me, check up on me. My court date, she's always there. In court, she's always there, write reports on me. She's like a second mother.
Yeah. And that's something that you wanted, right? You wanted to have that kind of impact.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't really think about like the mothering part so much because I'm not a mom myself. But I understand when I meet young girls that are teenagers and sort of looking to fill those gaps that they have in their life. So if I prefer auntie.
Right.
But I go with the flow.
Right.
But it's really important to me that I'm able to help girls sustain themselves and also be a role model for them so that they can see what they can become when they begin to really think about their lives in a different way.
Yeah. Life different for you with Girl Vow, Inc.?
Yes.
How?
It changed me a lot. It helped me get on the right path. Mentor me, show me different life skills.
What was life like for you before?
Broken. And what I mean by that, like, I didn't have no support. I didn't have nobody I could really talk to. I had a lot of family issues. And that's how I built a bond with Dawn and her.
And you feel like you're on the other side of it now?
Yeah.
Good. And congratulations, too. Yeah. Success stories like these are what you aim for. Talk about those who may be watching right now and say, I want to become a part. How can they get connected? And who will you take on?
So I take on primarily any young person that feels like they need someone for a mentor. Any girls that are failing in school, any girls that's impacted by poverty. I really like to focus on girls that are failing so I can help them restore their lives because, like I said, that was me early on. But if anybody's interested in Girl Vow as an organization, they can always email us at info@girlvow.org. That's info@girlvow.org. We're actually located in the Hub. Which is a very common area for a lot of Bronx nonprofit organizations. And the other thing, I think that's important to also mention is that when we think about the work that's being done, there is sometimes a gap with a lot of the institutions that we work with. So like, for example, let's say the Juvenile Justice Institution, the ACS, and there's a lot of gaps that are happening, and I think there's also a lot of good people that do this work. But when we look at, like, for example, our elected leaders and the officials, I think it's really important to be able to sit down and have conversations with young people about what's happening in their lives and how we can really affect change.
Veantay, I'm going to let you get the last word. If you want to encourage somebody, why would you want them to be a part of Girl Vow? What do you think it'll mean for them?
It will change them. It will help them a lot with anything they need help with. Just come.
Yeah.
She's like, just come.
Just
stay
come,
here,
just
right?
come be a part. Well, congratulations. Keep up the great work. All right. And Dawn, thanks a lot for the great work that
Thank
you're doing
you.
as
Thank
well.
you. I appreciate you. Thank you
Yes,
for the time.
appreciate you. Now, listen, I want to let you know the Girl Vow's third annual Bronx Summer for Women and Girls event is actually taking place now. It may seem a little ways away, but it's right around the corner. Friday, May the 15th, from 11 to 3 at the New York Public Library, Bronx Library Center. That's located at 310 East Kingsbridge Road. Now, if you want more information, what you can do, all you have to do is check out the website at girlvow.org or definitely visit their social media at Girl Vow. We're going to take a quick break, going to return. We're going to sit down with the executive director of the film Lost in Time. We'll tell you all about that when we return in a second.